U.S. President Donald Trump arriving in Singapore a short while ago. Air Force One making its trip halfway across the world from Canada, where Trump and his delegation had been at the G7 summit, coming here to a very critically important summit that is scheduled June 12th with Kim Jong Un. Now, on Monday, Trump is scheduled to sit down with Singapore's prime minister, basically taking a page out of Kim Jong Un's playbook. That is what Kim Jong Un did today. And then on June 12th, of course, Kim Jong Un and Donald Trump will sit down face to face, a great deal at stake. What does Kim Jong Un want for this to be a success? He wants to be at the table, shoulder to shoulder with the U.S. president, showing he is an equal. He is a nuclear power, and he is someone to be taken seriously. As for Donald Trump, he wants to walk away saying he is getting a commitment from the DPRK to make an effort to denuclearize, if not instantly, try to come up with some kind of timetable moving forward. Perhaps that would be a freeze, then a cap, or vice versa, and then denuclearization, and then the actual dismantling. Also, the punishing economic sanctions that the U.S. has led, that certainly is having an impact. We know that the citizens of the DPRK are hurting financially, a great deal of poverty. So if there could be an influx of U.S. investment, or at least ending the sanctions, that's something that would be very positive for Kim Jong Un. What would constitute a failure in all of this? Well, if at the end of June 12th, the two sides simply walked away and said, we have nothing in common to talk about. There's been a great deal of groundwork, everything from the U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo arriving in Pyongyang on a couple of occasions, then high-level officials from the DPRK going to Washington, D.C., and bringing a note from Kim Jong Un to Donald Trump. So a lot at stake here. A little bit of movement forward would go a long way. It is something that the Republic of Korea wants to hear. It's something Japan wants to hear, and certainly something China wants to hear, sharing a border with the DPRK. If they could find a way to relieve the tension in the region, move forward, it's something that everybody could walk away with and feel good moving forward. Very historic meeting, the first time a U.S. president will sit down face-to-face with a leader of the DPRK. Callebs, CGTN in Singapore.